Hello, Sir Nami.
Yes, can you put me into translation?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Hi, sorry, can you hear me?
Dunkey, let
Hello?
us join our heart and spirit together to sing holy song together. First song.
Hello, Sir Nami.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you put me into translation? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi, sorry. Hi, sorry, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Russian translation.
To sing holy song together. First song.
Hello, Sir Nami. Sir Nami.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you put me into translation? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi, sorry. Hi, sorry, can you hear me?
Hello, Sir Nami.
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear
Yes,
you.
can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you put me in the translation?
Hello, Sir Nami. Sir Nami. In
Hello, can you hear me?
Chinese.
Can you put me into
Yes,
translation?
I can.
Oh, okay.
I can hear.
Can you hear me? Hi, sorry.
Translation.
Hi, sorry, can you hear me?
Hello, Sir Nami.
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear Nami?
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you put me in the translation?
Magsalita ka na, huwag ka marinig.
Oh,
In
okay.
Chinese.
Translation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can hear you.
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you put me in the translation?
Chinese. Magsalita ka na, huwag ka marinig.
Oh,
In
okay.
Chinese.
Translation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can hear you.
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you put me in the translation?
Chinese. Magsalita ka na, huwag ka marinig. Chinese. Yeah, can hear you. Tingnan mo kung may dadating ka na bago. Ganun na lang ang kulang.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Magsalita ka na, huwag ka marinig. Yeah, can hear you. Tingnan mo kung may dadating ka na bago. Ganun na lang ang kulang.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Magsalita ka na, huwag ka marinig. Yeah, can hear you. Tingnan mo kung may dadating ka na bago. Ganun na lang ang kulang.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Magsalita ka na, huwag ka marinig. Yeah, can hear you. Tingnan mo kung may dadating ka na bago. Ganun na lang ang kulang.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Magsalita ka na, huwag ka marinig. Yeah, can hear you. Tingnan mo kung may dadating ka na bago. Ganun na lang ang kulang.
At this time, may I request everybody to have a radio check for translation พี่น้องครับ FM radio ขอให้เราเช็คภาษาไทยช่องอะไรครับ FM radio 108 in Thai language in this Sunday Service hall. At this time, Japanese may I request Japanese is 92 ภาษาญี่ปุ่นนะฮะช่อง 92 นะครับ ภาษาไทยช่อง 108 นะครับ At the same time, we broadcasting to the members around the world and for the preparing this ceremony we have in Russian language, Cambodian language, Chinese language, Nepali language. So prepare our heart at the same time we broadcasting to the members around the world so we will sing before enter the Russian language, Cambodian language, Chinese language. Join our hearts to sing. Prepare our heart. The Harp Center singing group will sing a song. You Raise Me Up. To prepare to the official ceremony for the event today. Enter the Russian language, Cambodian language, Chinese language. Join our hearts. ปรบมือให้กับ You Raise Me Up นะครับ Harp Center singing group will sing a song. You Raise Me Up. To prepare to the official ceremony for the event today. Enter the Russian language, Cambodian language, Chinese language. ปรบมือให้กับ You Raise Me Up นะครับ Harp Center Singing Group will sing the song You Raise Me Up You raise me up to more than I can be. Thank you very much for our chorus singing group. Dr. Robert Kito, the President Demian and Mrs. Yumiko Dunkey, Honorable Ignat Dakau, Dr. Lek and Mrs. Lek Tweetam Skun, 5 sub-regional directors, leaders, breast families, and members of Asia Pacific Region 1. Good morning. Namaste. Arun Sosidai. Ni hao ma. Privyet. And Sawadee Krab. May I invite everybody to welcome ceremony for the President Demian and Mrs. Yumiko Dunkey as a regional President of Asia Pacific Region 1 at FFWPU Thailand headquarters, live broadcasting to the 20 countries in Asia Pacific. My name is Kamon Thanatnapawan, National Leader of Thailand. I really feel honored to serve as the MC today. First of all, may I introduce some very important our center figure and senior leaders. First, President Demian Dunkey and Mrs. Yumiko Dunkey, please welcome. Sawadee Krab. Today, we would like to welcome President Demian and Yumiko Dunkey with our warm heart from the all Thai members and Asia Pacific member. Let us give a big applause to welcome President Demian Dunkey once again.
Thank you.
Welcome to Asia. Welcome to Thailand. Second, Dr. Robert and Mrs. Teresa Kito, Chairman of Chon Uy-Won of Asia Pacific. Dr. Kito? Okay. ประเมินต้อนรับ Dr. Kito นะครับ And next, Honorable Ignat Dakau, President of UPF Asia Pacific. Okay, ประเมินนะครับพี่น้อง And next, Dr. and Mrs. Lek Tweetam Skun, Vice President of Asia Pacific. And next, Mr. Kachikuli Masatate, Secretary General of Asia Pacific. ประเมินนะครับ And Mrs. Ursula McLachlan, Secretary General of UPF Asia Pacific and Breast Family Department. And Kuya Julius Malikdem, Director of Sub-Regional 1. Okay. Mr. Santosh Paudel, Director of Sub-Regional 2. And Professor Thomas Huang, Director of Sub-Regional 3. And Mr. Yun Chang-wook, Director of Sub-Regional 4, Central Asia. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. And next, let us join together, stand up to sing the Chonyuguk anthem.
마
Next, let us offer 경배 to the heavy parent and two parents. 천진 참품께 경배. And next, let us recite 가정맹세.
가정맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Please be seated. Next is a time for the opening prayer. Opening prayer today will be offered by Mr. Masatate Kachikuri, Secretary General of FFWPU Asia Pacific. May I invite Mr. Kachikuri.
Please join my prayer. Our beloved Heavenly Parents and true parents, we are grateful to have this opportunity. Welcome ceremony of President Demian Dunkey and Mrs. Yumiko Dunkey, newly appointed Regional President of ASEAN Pacific 1 by True Mother. Heavenly Parents and True Parents, this new leadership appeared because of the victorious foundation. On the victorious foundation, True Mother made in 2020. We are going ahead, even COVID-19. Last 2 times, something miraculous happened. The series of the Rally of Hope, millions of people witnessed True Mother and historical moments. Any human being cannot solve fundamental problem. Only true parents can solve the problem of the world. We are very grateful to live in the same period of history with true parents and work together. Asia Pacific 1 is historically and providentially very, very important to influence unified Korea. this region have the biggest population in the world, biggest democracy, biggest communist together. We have to unite, centering on heavenly parents and true parents. That means we are blessed to offer the most number of the people to true parents. We are so determined to proceed the providence under President Dunkey's leadership. And we will really would like to offer one nation, not only one nation, 2 nations, not only 2 nations, 3 nations to our beloved true parents by 2027, even continent. How much true father waited HTM victors, but however, under true mother's leadership, Asia breakthrough HTM. As the next stage, we will offer one nation and one continent. Again, thank you very much. Always trust us, love us, work with us together. In the name of Masatate Kajikuri Centered Blessed Family, Aju.
จูขอต้อนปรบมือให้กับคุณคาชิคุเระนะครับ Thank you very much for the basic prayer from the Mr. Masatate Kachikuri. Next is the time for the welcoming address. Our senior leader who will give welcoming address. He is missionary in Asia more than 45 years. Really invest and sacrifice, and recently he appointed by True Mother become the chair of Chon Uy-Won of Asia Pacific. Let us welcome Dr. Robert Kittle for the welcoming remark.
Honorable Eknat and Blessed Dekal, President Demian and Mrs. Yumiko Dunkey, Secretary Generals Kajikuri-san and Ursula McLaughlin, Dr. Lake, regional staff, national leaders, brothers and sisters. This is a great day. Together, we offer our love and greetings to our heavenly parents and our beloved true parents. This is what makes us a family. We have a common love for our parents and a set of universal principles and values that bind us together. We oftentimes think of a family as biologically or genetically connected. Of course, that is there. But even in the nuclear family, the bond of togetherness is created through an unselfish love and a willingness to put others first. This is the most important lesson that we have learned from our true parents. The key to family building. It is far more essential to family cohesion than a shared DNA code. When these leaders, I'm talking about Asia Pacific 1 and Asia Pacific 2, with these leadership changes were first announced, I wondered about the sacrifice of taking Dr. Young from Asia. I'm sure many of us did. But over the last week or so, I have been with President Dunkey and his wife in many Zoom calls. I've listened to his spontaneous interaction and guidance to leaders. Honestly, I am very impressed with his wisdom and experience that he will bring to this region. We are in good hands. The division of Asia into 2 sub-regions is actually part of the principle. It is not really a division in terms of separation, but It is division in preparation for greater unity. After all, we have the concept of origin, division, union. We have now entered the time of division, but the purpose for this division is preparation for a greater unity to come. Through this division, a new creation will emerge, one God-centered world. I believe that. That is our destiny. I have been here in America for the past few weeks, and well, I'm waiting for the government permission to return to the Philippines. Hopefully, it will come soon. Dr. Yong has been received here, and I'm sure you know he started a 40-day condition, which is being well received. I can assure you that his coming to America is heaven's will at this time. It is his calling, his destiny to be here. Both of the new regional presidents have said unequivocally that they want to continue with the cooperation on the Heavenly Pacific regional level. In other words, Asia Pacific 1 and Asia Pacific 2 will continue to work together as one region. This is healthy and necessary. It is also reassuring. Both regional presidents are yearning to come to their respective regions. COVID-19 is making that difficult. This longing heart to be with us physically is like a parent being unable to hug his own children, or in my case, I can say our grandchildren. Let us focus on our mission and goal that True Mother has set before us. Her vision is to embrace at least 1/3 of humankind's population before 2027, to build a heavenly unified Korea and a heavenly unified world. This region has that possibility, actually, that responsibility. Let us determine to make it a reality. In closing, I and my wife would like to offer President Demian and Yumiko Dunkey and the entire Asia Pacific region our personal dedication to make this providential goal a reality. God bless you, your family, your nation, and this sub-region. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tito. Please give him a big hand once again for the welcoming remark. Next, I would like to introduce the next speaker for greeting address. He is a sub-regional director of Region 1 of Asia Pacific, that is Southeast Asia. May I invite Mr. Julius Malikdem to give a greeting address. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
I am so happy to join all our brothers and sisters from Asia Pacific 1 to give our warm family welcome to our new regional president, President Demian Dunkey, and to his wife, Mrs. Yumiko Dunkey. We are indeed very grateful to our beloved True Mother for sending us a very precious leader from the Elder Sun Nation, USA. On behalf of our brothers and sisters in Southeast Asia, particularly in Indochina or the Mekong region, we are very excited to welcome you and to work together with you in this most exciting time in the providence as our beloved True Mother is leading us in this second 7-year cosmic Canaan course. So your coming to Asia Pacific is truly a great blessing from True Parents. If we are to build substantial Chonelguk and expand our Heavenly Parents' holy community, already our True Parents have declared the crucial role that the Asia Pacific Rim nations play. Yes, we are ready to bring the greatest substantial victory to become one in heart with our Heavenly Parent and True Parents in realizing Vision 2027, our vision for for a heavenly unified world. Aju!
Thank you so much for the inspirational message from the Dr. Julius Malikdem. Yeah, next, even though Southeast Asia region 1, we divided into 2 regions, but we always missing each other and love to work with Filipino leadership. Yeah, and next, may I introduce the next speaker for the greeting message. He is a sub-regional director of Region 2 or South Asia, one of the biggest population on earth, that is India, Nepal, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. May I invite Mr. Santosh Padal to give the greeting message. Let's
Good morning, Namaste. In behalf of our biggest sub-region of Asia, South Asia family, we'd like to sincerely and heartily welcome our newly appointed beloved regional president, Reverend and Mrs. Demian Dunklin and family in Asia Pacific 1. Indeed, we are truly blessed and grateful to our heavenly parents and true parents. We believe in creating a new normal start of advancing God's providence, building a substantial Chonggilguk centering on our beloved True Mother Vision 2027. We are very inspired of your first Sunday greetings on October 25. We are very hopeful and excited to working, inheriting, and learning from your leadership. We will unite, serve, and attend you as the heavenly representative of our beloved true parents. We love you and we are desperately waiting to welcome you in South Asia. Thank you very much. Kamsahamnida.
Yeah, thank you very much for the Mr. Santosh Paudel, that we are so excited and we will unite to work together, right? Yes. Next, may I introduce the next speaker? He is a sub-regional director of Region 3. This is also biggest population of the world also. That is the Greater China area. May I invite Professor Thomas Huang to give a greeting remark. Please welcome him.
Hello. We are in the mainstream. Mainstream is my favorite topic these days. Heavenly Parent, lead the mainstream in history of restoration, and once the mainstream set, no one can change it. Even God, Heavenly Parents cannot change after it's set. The outstanding example is Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was passed away in the land of perfect ground zero. No one imagined at that time Christianity will come out of it and will prevail in the future. Nobody, even one single person. But it's God's decision. So Christianity come out of the perfect ground zero and prevail in the world in the end. Same things is happening to us now. Our time, the mainstream is Heavenly Parents' mainstream is True Parents. Now with us, True Mother. True Mother sent to Asia to us, President Demian Dunkey, in the mainstream. So we are happily, wholeheartedly welcome President Demian Dunkey. Thank you for your coming. Welcome. Let's welcome Reverend President Dunkey. We will do with our President Dunkey whatever you say, we will do. Welcome. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for the President Thomas Huang for the greeting that come from his heart and represent our Asian members and the leaders. Next is a greeting from the sub-region 4, that is Central Asia, Mongolia, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan. May I invite Reverend Yun Chang-wook, Sub-Regional Director, Region 4, to give a speech. Let's welcome him.
안녕하세요. 데미안 짱그리 회장님, 사모님, 중아시아에 오셔서 환영합니다. 우리도 2차 지르노정으로 대륙 회장님 중심으로 꼭 승리하겠습니다. 파이팅!
Fighting. Yeah, dear our regional president, Demian Dunkey, and Samonim, yeah, welcome to our Central Asia and Asia Pacific Region 1. Yeah, we are so happy, excited to receive as our central figure leaders, you, yeah, who was anointed by True Mothers newly. Yeah, in the banner of the HPHC, how to make our 1/3 populations become our members of HPHC means the sons and daughters who attending having event as a parent. Yes, it's our ultimate goal. That's why in the leadership, your guidance will do our best to fulfill the goal, our purpose. Yeah, I'll do, and with our members and our beloved, our national leaders in Central Asia, will being aligned with absolutely with you. They will do our best. Thank you so much for your coming and our central figure and regional president again, Yuli. Thank you so much. 감사합니다.
Yeah, 감사합니다, Reverend Yun Chang-wook and his wife for the deep heart message. Next is a time for the special song today. This special song group is a prepare so much deep heart Jong song from the Japanese wife in Thailand. There is a group of the singing for the more than almost 30 people and prepare so hard. The song name Sa Mieng. Subarashi. Let's give a big hand to the Japanese family chorus twin. Wow, really beautiful. And this really, we want to welcome the new mission of President Dunkey in Asia Pacific. Thank you so much. Next, may I invite the next speaker to introduce Reverend Demian Dunkey as well as giving the congratulatory remark. He's a cornerstone of Thailand or Asia Pacific and also one of our ancestors in this region. May I invite Dr. Lek Tweetamskun, Vice Chairman of FFWPU and UPF Asia Pacific.
Dear Chanukuk leaders, blessed families, and all members in Asia Pacific. Good morning. Today is a very special and happy day for us to welcome and congratulate the newly appointed regional president, Demian Dunkey, and his wife, Yumiko Dunkey, to our Asia Pacific Region 1. On this occasion, I would like to introduce our new regional president. President Demian Dunkey was born in the United States of America, schooled in England, and later worked professionally for several years in Italy. He received the marriage blessing with his wife, Yumiko, in 1997. And they have 3 children, Timothy, Hannah, and Jonathan. Demian holds a degree in multimedia arts and communications and is now completing a master's degree from Unification Theological Seminary. He taught multimedia arts as a college instructor in California for a year before his family dropped everything to move to Las Vegas and serve as a city pastor from 2010 to 2013. Demian and Yumiko were then invited to work in New York City as the director of evangelism for Family Federation USA headquarters, where their main focus was to stimulate the American movement to accomplish heavenly tribal messiahship. In December of 2017, True Mother appointed Demian as the Vice President and Director of Sub-Regional 1. And in January 2019, True Mother appointed him as the President of Family Federation USA. His life dream is to popularize true parents to the world. Both he and his wife, Yumiko, are honored to serve now in Asia Pacific 1 as a regional president and very much looking forward to working with all incredible leaders here. We are also looking forward to working with you here in Asia Pacific. Let us warmly welcome them one more time with a big round of applause. And we wish to see you soon in Bangkok, Thailand.
Please give a big hand to Dr. Lek Tweetamskun for congratulatory remark and introduction of President Dunkey. And next, in order to represent the heart and love and Jong Song of all members in Asia Pacific and from Thailand. Dr. Lek and Mrs. Vipa Tweetamskun represent the leaders and brave family in Asia Pacific would like to offer the flower.พี่หมอเล็กไปที่หน้ากล้องก่อนฮะไปที่หน้ากล้องแล้วก็มอบให้ท่านโอเคโอเคโอเค Welcome President Demian and Mrs. Yumiko Dunkey to Asia Pacific Region 1.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you very much. And next is the most important session for today's program, and I think everybody are really waiting and to hear and to receive encouragement and vision from the President Demian Dunkey. Let us invite for this inaugural address from the President Demian Dunkey.
Wow, beautiful. You are also beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My gosh, I wanna see if we can offer many rounds of applause. First to our Heavenly Parent. Let us give a big round of applause to our Heavenly Parent. And how about a big round of applause to our true parents? We love you, true parents. You know, Yumiko and I also really want to thank Dr. Yong and Dr. Yong's family. Let us give them a big round of applause. And of course, a big congratulations to you, my big brother, Dr. Robert Kittle, as the Choniwon Chair for all of Asia Pacific. Congratulations to you and Teresa. Also, big congratulations to Honorable Eknat Dekal. I'm looking forward to coming on that bus ride with you and learning many things from you. I say a bus. I'm not saying because he drives a bus, but somehow that's my concept. I want to go on a tour and learn from you all. Of course, we also should give our big appreciation to President Masaichi and Moriko Hori for Asia Pacific 2. Let's give them a big round of applause. And Dr. Lek, thank you so much. Dr. Lek is the legend. Dr. Lek is the legend. I think you should all know he's a famous outside of Asia, maybe as much as inside Asia. Thank you so much, Dr. Lek. We love you. Thank you. Reverend Kajikuri-san, thank you, Mrs. Ursula. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Big round of applause. Thank you so much for your leadership. All of our sub-regional leaders, Reverend Julius, Reverend Santosh, Professor Huang, Reverend Yoon, big round of applause. Thank you so much. I want everybody to applaud, not just me. It sounds so quiet. So especially our members in Thailand, in big numbers there, please make noise. And thank you also, our Master of Ceremonies and National Leader of Thailand, Reverend Kamal, thank you so much. And all of our national leaders, our elders, and all of our members in Asia Pacific 1. So what is Asia Pacific 1? Can we clap some more? If you don't mind, I want to clap some more. And I want every nation to clap for every nation, okay? Let us give a big round of applause for Thailand. Thailand. Cambodia, Cambodia, thank you, Cambodia, we love you. Vietnam, come on, let's give it up for Vietnam. And Myanmar, let's give it up for Myanmar. And Laos, yes, Laos, let's give it up for Laos. And Nepal, big round of applause to Nepal, everybody. India, let's give a big round of applause to India. Bangladesh, we love you, Bangladesh. Sri Lanka, Let us give it up for Sri Lanka. Bhutan. All right, Bhutan, we can do it. Maldives, we can do it. Pakistan, welcome back to Asia. Pakistan, we love you. And don't worry, we will work together with Dr. Balcom and the Europe and Middle East region. Thank you, Pakistan. Big round of applause to China. China, Hong Kong. Let's give it up for Hong Kong. Who else do we have? Hong Kong, Pakistan. We did Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, and one more. Starts with an M. Which one is it? All Japanese sisters in America used to think my wife comes from this nation. Somehow she looks a little bit like this nation. Mongolia! Let's give it up for Mongolia. Did I miss anything, Dr. Kittle? Oh my gosh, I think it's 20 nations, including Hong Kong. We love you. I just wanted to go down the list in case some of you were wondering which are the nations within Asia Pacific 1. Thank you for your remarks, Dr. Kittle. You know, you mentioned about our desire to work together. You know, this morning when I was praying, what is something I should include in this message? And I felt, you know, maybe there are some leaders or some members. I think most of the leaders we spoke to now, but maybe there are some members who are a little bit wondering, you know, what's going to happen? You know, we had 12 years with Dr. Young, maybe more. And, you know, Mother reorganized the continents, you know. Are our children going to be able to attend the same workshops together? Are our, you know, BFD departments and our matching and our activities, is everything going to be divided? Is our team going to be divided? I think you put it really well, Dr. Kittle. You know, the first two people to communicate was President Hori and myself. Immediately, we emailed one another and absolutely committed with joy to work with one another and support one another completely for the sake of heavenly unified Asia Pacific. You know, so we really want to see one another be successful. I want to see all of our leaders, all of our families be successful. And I want really Asia to become the place that more and more and more people travel to and want to visit or want to move because of our heavenly atmosphere. I really feel your love already through this ceremony. Yumiko and I, we're looking at one another here saying, we just want to come. We really want to come. So sorry we can't be there physically yet, but we are coming as soon as we can, right, Dr. Kittle? We're coming back. So I also want to thank, you know, the ancestors. So of course we heard, you know, we have some incredible missionaries. I'm not going to go down all of the names now, but let us give a big round of applause to our early missionaries and our early members who accepted the call to build the foundation with True Parents in Asia. Let's really honor them. And also your ancestors, our ancestors, those that we have liberated and blessed, who are so happy to be able to be working with us at the time of our True Parents. And I've also got a big shout out to our technical team. I know how much work is involved to just make a 5-minute show work well online, let alone 90 minutes with all these different languages. Thank you so much. Just give a big round of applause to our technical team and our communicators. I love you so much. Each one of you who's running now to try and catch up with my words, I will try remember to be paced so you have a little time between my comments. Thank you for your translation. We need, more than anybody, we need interpreters and translators. Let us give all of you a big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. So I have a question. What world are we going to? What world are we moving to? In other words, True Mother is guiding us to the heavenly unified world. So what does that look like? What does a heavenly unified world look like? What does a heavenly unified Korea look like? What does heaven look like? You know, Mother, a few years ago, was asking our top leadership this question. Maybe some of you heard about this. She was asking many leaders, you know, draw a picture or explain to me what heaven looks like. I heard many times Mother asking this question, and many leaders tried to answer. But the first time somebody answered correctly that I heard was, I think, a second generation from Africa. I forget his name. And he described what True Mother is building in Changpyeong, you know, in the HJ complex. This is the spiritual and substantial model of the heavenly world Mother is building very substantially, but she's not limiting it just to the buildings and the land there. Look, right from the beginning, how substantial and how strategic Mother has been. And brothers and sisters, how many years did we lose? How many years did we waste, you know, not understanding Mother? Or, you know, Mother herself said so many, even leaders couldn't understand and couldn't unite easily. But our Mother is the most incredible leader. I've been in many situations recently where I could be close to her and I would pay attention to the details. I'll tell you some stories later, sometime, but really paying attention to the details of how Mother is interacting, loving, leading, guiding, speaking in the public events, but also in those more intimate moments. True Mother is totally clear where we're going and totally in charge, leading our worldwide movement. Let us give our True Mother all of our energy with a big round of applause. Thank you, True Mother. We love you, we love you. So, what is my point? You know, we can have many strategies, right? We can have many goals and many plans. But what is the aim? When we say 1/3, we think of a number, but what is that? What does that look like? What does that look like? I really want each of you to every day think deeper and deeper about this. Actually, I'm interested if you would write a short message to let me know what you see. What's your vision of a heavenly unified world? And think practically. For example, in sports, I'm sure many of you do, you know, or appreciate sports. I know Tongilmudo, right? Tongilmudo is so popular in Asia. So in Tongilmudo, do we sometimes strike the board? Do we break the wooden boards? You know, Reverend Kajikuri-san, when we break the board, what are we aiming for? Do we aim for the wood? Or do we aim for the other side of the wood? We shouldn't aim for the wood, right? We have to aim through. It's the same if you play golf, you know. Of course, you're trying to hit the ball, but what's the most important thing is, where does your hand finish, actually? That determines how accurately the ball will go. Or soccer. Yes, you're aiming for the ball, but where is the goal? And what are you doing with your foot? You know, actually your foot should kind of go towards the goal also. It's called the follow through. So we should aim for the follow through. So yes, we will, you know, we have such an incredible foundation in Asia. I am so excited to learn so many different models of success that you have built together. You know, yes, some nations more advanced than others, but I believe all of that is the collective investment. You know, some nations sacrifice more. Some nations do, you know, we work as one. And so I'm so much looking forward to learning and sharing more stories. You know, I always like to go around with my phone taking videos. I won't stop. I will continue to share as much as I can, so more and more people around the world can be inspired by your work, your victories. But what will that heavenly world look like? Think about it. When 1/3 of the nation knows true parents, attends true parents, supports true parents, what will that look like? Think about who will be the most important people in that nation. Am I going too fast maybe for the interpreters? Who will be the most important people in the nation when more and more people find out about true parents? You will be. You will be. And you have to think about our members will be the most highly respected people in the nation, no matter your, you know, your education, no matter your standing in society right now. They will knock on your door. People will come to you. And what will they want from you? What will they want? I'm interested in your opinion about that. You know, I think they will want love and they will want the truth. I think especially they want to know about true parents. They want to know about true parents' life course. They want to know about the stories. Tell us what happened. What did you ever meet true parents? Or did you ever meet anyone that saw true parents? Did you ever touch anything that true parents touched? What do you think? If you heard that Jesus was alive in your nation or came, visited one tree in your nation once, you would want to visit that tree. You would want to buy property as close to that tree as possible, don't you think? They will want to know your experience with true parents. They will want to learn about your understanding. They will want to learn how to attend heaven, how to attend true parents from you. Who from? From me? From Dr. Kittle? Can Dr. Kittle touch every one of them? Have tea with every one of them? The Central Blessed family, the Heavenly Tribal Messiah, will be the most sought after person. Please, please be careful to prepare well. You have to understand, yes, we have a lot of work to do to build a heavenly unified world. But what I want to get excited about today, what God asked me to speak with you today is this point. Are we imagining, are we preparing ourselves for victory? Because everything's going to change. Okay, I want to show you a picture. Look at this picture of Korea. Is this what Korea looks like? You know, actually, this is really not what Korea looks like. We put these colors to divide the North and the South. However, this is not the true picture of Korea. There's a line in the middle. So when we think about heavenly unified world, we first should start to think about a heavenly unified Korea. So a heavenly unified Korea, where on this map do you think Satan lives? Where does evil exist on this map? You know, Father made it very clear. We understand relationships between Cain, Abel, the communist world, the democratic world, right, left. But Father said, you know, Satan lives on the borderline, on the border. When I think about this, it makes me feel that the border is an illusion. It's like an illusion. And we believe it and we let it act as a divide between us. Yes, I know there's a very real history to why the Korean Peninsula is divided. However, God is already looking at Korea as a unified, don't you think? God is already looking at Korea as a unified nation. Mother must already be seeing Korea as a unified nation. Your mother might be thinking about strategy to unify the Korean Peninsula, but I believe even more than that, mother is thinking about what we will do with the world once Korea is unified. What will happen after? What's the follow through? What's the goal? What's the long-term goal? And so think of it this way. When Korea unifies, who is the winner? The South or the North? You know, centering on who will Korea be unified? Centering on what? Imagine this. For Kim Jong-un, what will be his experience when Korea is unified? Ask yourself this question. When we see a heavenly unified Korea, will the president of the South be happy? Or the supreme leader of the North be happy? Which one will be happy? Which one is the winner? Which one is the winner? I'm sure that both will be happy. Don't you think? Because God will be the winner. True parents will be the winner. Truth will be the winner. Heaven will be the winner. Heavenly unified Korea will be the winner. And within that unification, there will be no losers. There will be no losers. Sure, that is the heavenly unified world that we are going to. So I want to read now some words from the Chambumogyang, True Father's words. This is just a brief scripture for this message based on Father's experience with Kim Il-sung. Father said, this is during the time of Father's visit. I asked Kim Il-sung to open up my hometown so that Jeongju can welcome people from around the world to visit and participate in workshops. This is the heart with which I visited Kim Il-sung. No amount of opposition could suppress this. When heaven casts its net of righteousness, it catches everything that is not in accordance with the heavenly principle. That is why they placed gravestones on my parents' graves and covered them with good sod. It was none other than Kim Il-sung himself who ordered that this be done. He told his people to pave the 2-lane road leading to my hometown and they even paved an asphalt road to my parents' graves. His hospitality was greater than that of Esau when he was welcoming Jacob. Why is the Esau of Korea greater than the Esau of Israel? It is because the Israelites were the first chosen people, the formation stage. Christianity was the second Israel at the growth stage. However, America never even dreamed of developing my hometown as a holy ground. Because Kim Il-sung did this, North Korea possesses the authority as the people of the third Israel. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that heart of our true Father to completely embrace? We all know the story of Jacob and Esau. We can talk about that another time because incidentally, even though that was a great victory, their relationship did not last and it created a prolongation. So Father, though, didn't even do like a Jacob. He embraced Kim Il-sung, and continually our true parents have invested in the relationship with North Korea. And they do not see a unification process that includes North Korea losing or Kim Jong-un losing. You know, we see this map of Korea, but really the map of Korea should look like that. And then even the next border, we will tear down one after the other. When you think of a heavenly unified world, if you think of heavenly unified Thailand or heavenly unified Cambodia, heavenly unified Myanmar, heavenly unified India, China, Hong Kong, Kazakhstan, you should think of a heavenly unified Cambodia for the sake of a heavenly unified Korea. Our efforts in Asia Pacific 1 and Asia Pacific 2 and every nation around the world should be offered on the altar of a heavenly unified Korea, because this is the place, this is the front line, as you know well, for the whole world. This is the most difficult one. So what will we see? You know, before I asked you to send me a short vision or draw me a picture of what it looks like. You know, when I think of a heavenly unified world, brothers, sisters, when you go shopping, when you go to the grocery store, and then you come home, what do you do with your shopping? What do you do? Do you still use holy salt? If you use holy salt, Mrs. Kittle, why would you use holy salt? Do you not trust that that food from the local grocery store is heavenly food? Maybe. If you live in a heavenly unified village, maybe, right? If you live in a heavenly unified village, then maybe the supermarket is already putting holy salt on everything. How about that?
Yes.
Would you like to live in that kind of a village?
Yes.
But why do they have to put holy salt in the supermarket? Because the food is coming by truck from somewhere else. What about the farm? Is that a heavenly unified farm? Reverend Kajikuri-san, maybe that should be one of our strategies. Bless all of the farmers so we can save salt. If we bless all of the farmers and all of the farmland, then all the produce coming into the supermarket is already blessed. What is a heavenly unified world? Dr. Kittle and Dr. Leck and Dr. Young and all of our educators, our leaders in Asia, I'm so inspired about giving a heavenly, pure, true love education curriculum to our schools, right? In Philippines, in Thailand, Cambodia, how many places we're working now with the government, right, Dr. Kittle? So exciting. When your children can go to school and the curriculum of the school is based on a heavenly unified principle, then you know you're living in a heavenly unified school district. If you can send your kid to school and go shopping and buy heavenly produce, you know you're starting to live in a heavenly unified world. Aju?
Aju.
So very practically, we have to think about practically. I heard from some members in the Philippines, in some areas, you can go down the street and knock on any door and it's a blessed central family. How many villages do we have like that in Asia? I'm so excited to see and experience and build and multiply model villages, towns, province, nation. Listen, sometimes in America, I get in an Uber, and Uber is different from a taxi. Somehow this Uber taxi, somehow there's more conversation. Always people say, oh, how long have you been driving Uber? What's your job? What else do you do? When I drive an Uber, many times I ask them, about their life, what they do. And then they ask me, well, what do you do? Oh, I build tribes. What, you haven't heard about true parents? You didn't study the divine principle? Where have you been? What, you didn't receive the blessing yet? Where have you been? What's going on? You haven't heard of this? Everybody's heard of. This is the kind of conversation we should be having, right? The burden of proof is not on us, brothers and sisters. I don't care how many members or how few members right now in your nation, we must have this kind of attitude of envisioning the heavenly unified world in your area, in your village, in your city, in your nation, because the world map is changing. I want to show you again this picture. This is what Korea looks like. What is this arrow pointing at? What is True Mother building right around there in the middle of Korea? She's building the Cheonmonggung, and it looks amazing. So I made a new map of Korea to show you roughly where this building will be located. And it's pretty much in the middle of Korea, more in the middle even than this picture. True Mother is changing the world map. So I'm coming to the conclusion of my message. I really want us to get excited. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if you think it's possible or not possible. Mother already said, heaven already declared. Heaven already declared. I promise you this, by 2027, absolutely, we will be looking at one another, maybe still wiping the sweat from our brow, so amazed with God. We will be so amazed with true parents, and we will be so amazed with one another. We will cross the finish line together as one family. And that finish line will be the finish line of heaven accepting our absolute offering to give 1/3. This is just a condition. 1/3 of the world population, or the population in your nation, the population in Asia. Do you think that's possible? If I think according to my mind, it's not possible, maybe. According to my ideas, only with God, only with heaven, only with true parents will that be possible. So what's my responsibility? I'll talk about this more another time. My responsibility is to do my responsibility. Actually, heaven also has a responsibility. God also has a responsibility to create and claim an absolute miracle. But we have to fulfill our responsibility towards that. True Mother is changing the world map. Look at this. True Mother is building the Heavenly Parent Holy Community. And by 2023, the Chonwongung will be completed. By True Mother's 80th birthday, I think, Dr. Kittle, you're going to have an office in there. the Chonwon, which is the legislative branch of Chonilguk. Why is Mother making a Chonilguk constitution? Why is Mother organizing everything like this, like a nation? Because Mother is building a heavenly unified world, a heavenly unified nation. And we are the citizens of that nation. We are the citizens of that nation. So how should we prepare, brothers and sisters? If you're saving some money to go to see the opening of the Chonwongung in 2023, you should do so. You should save money. And this is what I told all of our American members, by the way. So you're going to have competition. I don't know if other regions are thinking that way or doing that. But I asked Dr. Kim, when you present in the Chonilguk leaders meeting that I guess we didn't have yet, please show a map of Korea unified, and please report to Mother that we will bring, I don't know, 1,000 members from or families from America to go on a pilgrimage in Korea. And where will they go? They won't go just on the pilgrimage you did already. They will go on the pilgrimage that includes Cheongju, Anju, Pyongyang, Hungnam, all these historical places that until now we couldn't visit. Do you understand? In the world with the heavenly unified Korea, when you go to Korea, not only will you be able to go to that pilgrimage, but you will be the most trusted and respected people to do so as citizens of Chonilguk, don't you think? So already America is thinking that way, maybe. I don't know if Dr. Young will think that's a good idea, but I want to suggest that we think like that in Asia. What do you think? Let us start to save some money aside so that we can go with our family, even with our whole tribe, to Korea at some point to celebrate with True Mother her birthday, to celebrate the opening of Chonwongung, and to visit heavenly unified Korea. Mother already declared it must be done by then. So I want to suggest how we should prepare, honestly speaking. And this is my final point. I think we should learn Korean. Really. Seriously. I will learn together with you. I think we should learn Korean. At least we should be able to teach the divine principle, the 1 hour or 3 hour lecture manual in Korean. I think that's possible. Absolutely. Don't you think? If you can even just study the characters, you can read it. Why do we need to learn Korean and learn how to teach the principle in Korean? Because we're going to have 25 million people in North Korea who really want to learn from you, along with our blessed families from South Korea, of course. But we should be ready. Also, frankly speaking, Korean is probably the most important language to speak if you're interested in your future or your children's future, because the next century is in Asia. The next century is in Asia, centering on heavenly unified Korea. So I think we should all study Korean. And we should also absolutely complete our heavenly tribal messiahship and become Chombo victors. That must be our determination. But why? This is my point. We have many exciting things to do and so many exciting things to talk about. I just want to make this point today and then close. Please think like this. By True Mother's birthday, by 2023, by the opening, the grand opening of the Chonwongung, Do you think there's some significance to before that day and after that day? This is what God told me this morning. Every member, every supporter, every associate member, every Heavenly Tribal Messiah that helps true parents before that day is significantly special. In other words, Dr. Kittle, we've got to be in a hurry. You know, we're talking about one nation, maybe two nation, maybe three nation. We have to really be in a hurry with these heads of state, with our contacts, with the schools we're working with, the active tribal messiahship networks. We have to get into the mindset as much as possible. We should bring every possible member into the family before that date, not 2027. First, we should think by that date, I think, because everyone who touches the garment of true parents prior to that day, everyone who takes the holy wine, everyone who supports us, who endorses us, any condition that they can give before that day, I believe should claim part of the victory for that incredible foundation of a heavenly unified Korea with our heavenly holy ground in the middle of the heavenly, the center of the universe, the center of the spirit world and the physical world, the center of history and the future, our ancestors, our descendants, everything is there. And I believe that we should make a really strong effort to run quickly between now and that time to bring as many people into the family. Some of them will be supporters, some of them will be, there should be some people who didn't join yet who will be chombo couple by that time. Don't you think? Maybe in 3 to 5 years, we will have national leaders that we didn't meet yet. How about that? We don't know. We should really think big. That's my desire. Think big, be proud, go public. Yes, Professor Huang, we are mainstream. And I feel sorry for the people who don't know that. I feel sorry for the people who are confused about that. Not us, people who didn't meet us yet, who don't know true parents yet. So let us wipe the tears from their eyes. Let us be so proud and grateful to God and show our enthusiasm, our excitement to True Mother by advancing. I will be there with you on the front line. Yumiko and my family will be with you on the front line. It will be your victory. I only want to report your victory. Truly, I want to bow down to you all and thank you for everything that you've already done. I'm so excited to see God teaching me through you and through our unity every single day. I don't know how many days, how many years Mother will keep whatever structure. We have to be ready to constantly unite with Mother no matter what, no matter what. God bless you all. Thank you so much. We will see a heavenly unified Korea and a heavenly unified world, and we will popularize true parents to all of humanity. Thank you so much. Thank you for preparing this wonderful ceremony. I hope you could understand my English. I hope you can receive our heart. We offer it to you in total surrender. Aju. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Dunkey, let us once again give him the big hand for the message, inaugural address. And at this time, may I request Reverend Dunkey to give the benediction prayer for all of us.
Dear God, Heavenly Parent, true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, and Asia Pacific One. There are millions and billions of our ancestors and spirits in the spiritual world right now, jubilantly excited and shining their love down onto the Asia Pacific region, the entire region. We can see so much youth, energy, power, commitment, purity, loyalty. I know, Heavenly Parent, that you are excited for our entire worldwide Providence centering on True Mother. Yumiko and I are truly humbled and grateful that you would invite us to be a part of the joyful victory of our Asia Pacific One family. We ask that you can bless each and every one of our precious leaders, our elders, the missionaries who have come and gone. Some of them died even on the front line. We thank each of them. We know that all of us stand on the shoulders of those who have invested 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years more. We ask that you can bless all of our blessed central families, our members, our elders, our youth. I know, Heavenly Father, that many of us may be struggling, suffering, doubting with personal questions, personal struggles, or family struggles. I know. God, let us be reminded that you know everything. You see everything. And despite our limitations, the secret weapon is our unity. Heavenly Parent, we pray for a heavenly unified Korea. We pray that North and South Korea can stand united as one, and that the term North and South can be gone from the record book. That the 38th parallel will only be a museum to show and teach descendants what was once an ancient story of history. Not to cry for the past, but instead to honor the victorious. We ask, Heavenly Parent, that our True Mother not only be known as the Mother of Peace, but be known as the Mother of Unification. Heavenly Parent, that will be another honorific given to her. But how can we pray for the unity of North and South Korea if even between our husband and wife, we have a 38th parallel? Therefore, let us be humble before our spouses. Let us be humble before our parents. Let us be humble before our children. And each day, let us recognize the 38th parallel that we hold within our own family, our own hearts. Let us each day pull away one brick at a time and ask one another how we can reach across, how we can build a new reservoir, how we can build playgrounds on the border. Satan is controlling the border because we are not allowed to go there. So let us go to the border and pray there. Let us build a beautiful park there. Let us build a mall, a playground, so that we can drink tea and coffee there and share stories together there. Let us recognize that we are truly the same as your sons and daughters. We are the same as your children. We are one. And no more should we be deluded by the illusion of a 38th parallel dividing us. Let us also, therefore, remove the 38th parallel between our mind and body. Not by looking down at our body anymore, not by beating up our bodies anymore, but by centering on our mind, centering on the energy of love. Heavenly Parent, our true parents' love. Heavenly Parent, our heavenly parents' love. And let us multiply that love through the relationship of our brothers and sisters. God, please bless everyone here, everyone throughout Asia, everyone throughout Asia Pacific One. We receive this wonderful ceremony to begin a new era on the foundation of the victorious era of the last 7 years, centering on our True Mother. We now start a new 7-year course centering on our True Mother for such incredible victories that we cannot even imagine. Let us go boldly forth with that vision in mind and hold on tightly, God. We love you, we thank you, and we offer this in all of our names and in my name, Damian and Yumiko Dunkey, a blessed central family. Aju.
And Mrs. Yumiko Dunkey, we love you and welcome to Asia. พี่น้องพูดดังนะครับ we love you.
We love you.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Demian and Mrs. Yumiko to Asia and Thailand. Thank you so much for the precious message and the vision of the heavily unified world and heavily unified Korea today. We will work hard together to make it achieve, especially the year of 2023. Next, very important, I would like to invite Honorable Eknath Dakal, the Chairman of UPF Asia Pacific, to give a congratulatory remark. Please welcome Honorable Eknath Dakal.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamal, the President of Family Federation in Thailand and all Thai family for hosting this very beautiful ceremony. To begin my congratulatory message, let me first recognize the Sun Wee Won, Chairman for Asia Pacific, respected Dr. Kittel and Madam Theresa Kittel, and our President for Heavenly Asia Pacific Region 1, President Demian Dunkey, and Mrs. Yumiko Dunkey, and all the Changilguk leaders participating this important ceremony from throughout Asia Pacific region. First of all, I would like to congratulate President Dunkey and his lovely wife, Mrs. Yumiko, for your official inauguration of your mission in the Asia Pacific. So on behalf of the Universal Peace Federation, Asia Pacific, Ambassador for Peace, blessed families, brothers and sisters, and also my wife, Blessy. So we are so honored to really welcome you in Asia Pacific region. Already our chairman, Dr. Kittel, and President Dunkey gave very precious spiritual food and message from heaven. So let us all reflect on those precious words came during this inauguration. As you know, UPF Asia Pacific has been marching forward to really support True Mother's call on building heavenly unified Asia Pacific and heavenly unified world. And also, especially in the Asia Pacific, Mother had the expectation of establishing Asia Pacific Union, and also True Parents has been consistently talking about the era of Asia Pacific Rim civilization. So in this regard, our providence in Asia Pacific is very crucial, not only for the salvation of our families, not only for the salvation of our communities and nations and region, but actually for the salvation of whole world. So our two parents who come from also Asia region, Korea is our homeland of faith, and we are just, the Asia Pacific region is just nearby the two parents' homeland. we have a great responsibility to fulfill at this time. So I believe today is very important day. It's not only because of inauguration of our President Dunkey, and also this is, I believe, the launching of second 7 years course, Vision 2027. So let us all reflect and be prayerful to really see what God and what true mother, true parents wanted each of us to do at this time. And let us really work together to fulfill our heavenly parent and true parents' dream. So with this, I would like to thank also our outgoing chairman, Dr. Yong, who had uh, who have been who made tremendous contribution in advancing Two Parents Foundation in our Asia Pacific region. We really salute him, and we will continue the legacy and the foundation that has been established, Two Parents Foundation in Asia Pacific region under his leadership. Will now march forward even more higher and more wider and more deeper with the leadership of President Demian Dunkey and also President Wari. UPF is will work together with Family Federation to really bring victory of heaven, victory of our true parents, and to making victory of entire our blessed families and brothers and sisters in our Asia Pacific region. So with this, one more time, congratulations, President Dunkey and Mrs. Yumiko. Please feel warm in Asia. So all brothers and sisters are really exciting to see you, to meet you, to interact with you personally. And of course, not only our blessed families, also many VIPs and our ambassador for peace are looking forward to have opportunity to really sit down with you and to discuss about our heavenly providence. One more time, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ignat Dakau, for the wonderful congratulatory remark and also vision for the 7-year course that we're starting today to make the heavily unified Asia Pacific Region 1. Next is a time for the cake cutting for the celebration. Okay, come. So because we are online, we cannot be together. We no need to buy the ticket, but our heart are connect together through online. May I invite Dr. Lek, Reverend Pasit, and Mrs. Sangkom and Sutin, and Deputy Nation Leader together. And may I invite Dr. Damlong Pan also, and P. Shushat. เชิญครับ โอเคไอ้ถ่ายฝั่งไหนฝั่งนี้ครับพี่เอากล้องตัวหลังจะได้เห็นใช่ไหมโอเค Happy welcome ceremony to you Happy welcome to you Happy welcome victory welcome victory Happy welcome victory to you Happy welcome me to you Happy welcome me to you Happy welcome to President Dunkey Welcome President Dunkey Happy welcoming to you. Happy welcoming, happy welcoming. Welcome President Dunkey to Asia Pacific. We love you. Welcome to Thailand soon. And
We
next
love you.
election, we have Shia of Okmanse, Levin Passit.
Then we have to go to the other one in 10 minutes.
All right, everyone. We are so inspired today with our President Dunkey message today, right? Yes, we want to show our determination again, right? So with the 4 years of Ong Mang Se, I think first of all, we want to show our happiness and joy in welcoming President Dunkey and Mrs. Yumiko-san to Asia Pacific One. Yes or no? And secondly, we want to really determine to move forward to bring victory for Asia, not only by 2027, but even 2023. Yes or no? Good. And finally, we will unite with President Dunkey and unite among all our leaders, unite between all brothers and sisters. Yes or no? So let's do 4 cheers on Manse. Don chia shin, Hanen Bumanem, oh Manse. Dunia chin, Chanchin, Chambumanem, oh Manse. Taniguk and Chuck, oh Manse. And victory for Asia Pacific 1 and 2. Oh, my say.
Thank you very much. We love President Dunkey. Welcome to Asia Pacific together in Thailand. And this time, represent the whole Asia Pacific. We will have a group photo. น้องๆปลดป้ายเลยครับปลดป้าย so we feel sorry we cannot be together. Yeah, but represent Asia, Thailand headquarters would like to have a photo. พี่น้องอย่าเพิ่งกลับนะครับเดี๋ยวมีฉลองต่ออีกงานหนึ่งนะครับ ปลดป้ายแล้วปลดป้ายจะมีฉลองต่อภาคเหนือตอนล่างนะครับ so and after this we will also have a victory ceremony for the northern region 77 province also continue after this service. We just come back from the 8 provinces. People sit come back from the victory of the 8 province. น้องๆสมาชิกช่วยยกกันนิดนึง2 คนมายกอันนี้นะไปวางไว้ตรงนู้นเดี๋ยวป้ายหลบก่อนป้ายหลบไม่ต้องปิดสวิตช์วางไว้Okay, victory of Asia Pacific Region 1. Welcome, President Dunkey and Mrs. Yumiko. โอเคครับกลางไหมโอเคไหมตรงกลางไหมโอเค Yeah, number 1 Abushi smile. Number 2, Salangheyo. And victory of our Vision 2027. Sungni. And last one, President Dunkey, Mrs. Yumiko, 사랑해요. We love you. Welcome to Asia Pacific. Yeah, 감사합니다. Okay, thank you so much. พี่น้องเอาป้ายใหม่ขึ้นเลยฮะ So we will conclude this การข้างล่างนะไม่ต้องขึ้นนะ Okay.
Let's give a big round for Reverend. Come on, RMC.
ถ่ายเลยครับครับยังรออยู่So thank you very much for we conclude the welcome ceremony for the Levin, Demian, and Mrs. Yumiko. Dunkey, yeah, we love you. พี่น้องบอกนะฮะ
Enjoy the cake.
We love you. Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning, all brothers and sisters. On behalf of all Oceania family, we really appreciate our true mother.